Can you wholesale creative finance deals? Let's find out on today's episode of Myth Busting Real Estate Edition. Hey guys, my name is Mamadou Diallo. If we never met before, creative finance investor here. Listen, one of the myths about creative finance investing is that people think you cannot wholesale these deals. So the thing is, they're always asking the question, should I start with wholesaling or creative finance? But if I start with creative finance, I don't have the money to keep the deal. Guys, that is a myth. The reality is the answer is not either or, okay? Is you can do both. So it's creative finance and wholesaling. That really should be the question. Reason being is because, guys, you can absolutely wholesale creative finance deals and it works the same way as, you know, when you wholesale in cash deals. Okay, let's say when you wholesale a cash deal, you lock up the property at a discount, 70% ARV, whatever. Let's say you lock up a property at $150,000 and then you assign it to an end buyer at $160,000. You make that fee, right? You make the 10K difference. When it comes to creative finance, depending if you're doing seller finance deals, seller finance, guys, is when the seller owns it free and clear and you upgrade them into the bank. So you give them a down payment and monthly payments, right? So you that is negotiating the deal, you negotiate the terms. So for example, you can negotiate a term. Let me give you an example on a deal that I assigned in Florida, right? Here's how the deal worked. The seller wanted $310,000 and he was asking 10% down, okay? And then he wanted to give 7 years to be paid out. So for 7 years, we're going to make him, okay, monthly payments over time, and at the 7-year mark, we'll pay him whatever is left. Here's what I did. I went to an end buyer because I didn't want to keep these properties in that area because I didn't have resources in that area. I just went and assigned my terms. So I went to a buy and hold investor locally in that area and I said, listen, I have negotiated a deal at $310,000. That's the asking price. And I want 15% down. Remember, the seller was asking me how much? 10%. How much did I ask the buyer? 15%. So I made the 5%. Literally, I made that as a wholesale fee. Then the buyer just took over the underlying terms and just carried it over for the 7 years left. So it's the same exact process, guys. The way creative finance works is you negotiate the terms and you assign the terms. And typically your assignment fee, you tack it, or what we call in creative finance, the entry fee. What is the entry fee, guys? There is 7 items when it comes to the entry fee in creative finance, okay? Number 1 is the cash to seller. Number 2 is closing costs. Number 3 is whatever arrears, liens, whatever need to be paid off, okay? Number 4 is your assignment fee. Number 5 is the closing costs. Number 6 is the carrying cost. What is the carrying cost? Typically, when investors buy properties, guys, and they close on it, you know, they have to hold on to it maybe 1 month, 2 months, renovate it, put paint, carpet, then they can put a tenant in. That's carrying cost, right? That's number 6. Number 7 is the marketing fee. Marketing fee is if the investor is going to list it on the MLS, is going to list it on Zillow, whatever it is, okay? Those 7 items is called the entry fee, and that's where you add your assignment. So if the seller is asking $10,000 as a down payment, guess what you do? You go to the end buyer and you say, hey, you give me $15,000 down payment. This is just hypothetical, guys. $15,000 down payment, you get the 5K, you take the 10K, you give it to the seller, and then the buyer take over the underlying terms that you negotiated for everything else. That's how it works. It works exactly the way you assign cash deals. So the biggest myth in real estate, guys, is should I do wholesaling real estate or creative finance? The reality is you should do both because you can wholesale both cash deals and creative finance deals. Now, if you want to ask me what is the fastest way to get your first deal, that is a better question actually. Should I start by going after wholesaling deals, meaning cash deals, or should I go after creative finance deals in order to get my first deal the fastest way? I think if you ask me, creative finance deals is probably the fastest way to get your first wholesale deal. Why? Because when you're cold calling, texting, sending direct mail, what you're gonna notice really fast is that almost 70 to 80% of sellers will never sell you their property at a discount. And so if you know creative finance though, you can offer them, okay? You can offer them 100% on the dollar and not 30 cents on the dollar like you would on a cash deal. and go ahead and assign those terms. So I hope, guys, that this video was helpful to you. And if you're looking to learn more about creative finance strategies and how you can assign these deals, we're doing this nationwide. Tap in with me, connect with me on all social media platforms, and I have case studies that I've done. You'll be able to have access to it. Until the next video, stay bold, be bold. Boom, boom, boom.